Well, viewers, you have already seen the uh, first part where I showed you the stamp collection, followed by the few photos of the stamps, and I'm sure you might have enjoyed some of the insights into the stamps that can be and how it is about. The second part now, which I plan to show you very briefly, though there's not much to talk about it, are the Christmas card collection. So here I am going to show you the 3 books that I hold, which are exceptional, and it would interest a lot of people to know this, because I don't think many people know about such Christmas cards. I am indeed privileged to hold such information and such physical cards, which was a business pre-independence of India. So we begin now. Well, viewers, first of all we begin with the so-called Red Book, which is the Westminster, and as you can see, there is a very nice photo frame of the horses here, and it states seasonal Christmas cards, and the season is 1938. I opened the book here, and you can see it says seasonal greetings along with the various messages, which you can see if I zoom it. States, may every joy and blessing greet you this Christmas and all the new year through, from Elsie Stewart, and she is from a place called Bombay. It says University Street, Bombay. Elsie Stewart. She might be, for all we know, the residence here during British time, and it's got a lot of adages here, a lot of things mentioned here for Christmas, and it says it's a copyright, the words, and it's also to thank you heartily for your friendship and to express once again those sentiments of goodwill and good wishes which at this Christmas season spread gladness over and amongst us all, from Captain and Mrs. J. Middleton. And the address is Connaught Barracks, Lucknow. Lucknow is in the UP state of India. So these must be the British army people, the defense forces in those times, whatever they were, and messages are from them. What a collection. Now greeting number 4 exists there as well, and this is from Cape Town, Mr. and Mrs. E. Rogerson, and from Newfoundland, Mr. and Mrs. Burton. And it states here, all the above greetings have been specially prepared for this series. They are copyright and must not be infringed upon, right? Now there is a bit of soiling here, the paper's gone bad. After all, it's existed for almost 90 years. That's a lot of time. So maybe it's not in the best of shape, but still it's managed to survive. The book is still around here with me. And it says British regimental badges only. These may be obtained free of extra charge in place of an initial or on any particular card where one is shown in the sample book. Please write distinctly. Okay, and we have the New Year greetings. Now this one is there. With all best wishes for a bright and prosperous new year from Major and Mrs. Sanderson. And it writes here Garrison Road, Jamalpur, India. I don't know where Jamalpur is, but it might have been there somewhere, alright? Can't make out really. Must be a really tiny town. It says Garrison Road, which means there was a British garrison there guarding the place all those years ago. This is probably from South Africa. Joanne Masterson. And what do we have here? Durban, Dr. and Mrs. McDonald. The words are beautiful here if you look at it. Maybe we can copy it for today. Sweet remembrance for the past, kind thoughts for the present, good wishes for the future from Dr. and Mrs. McDonald. And they are from Oaklands, Winchester Avenue, Durban. And then we have here every one of the designs in this book have been specially prepared for this season's requirements, and they are the sole property of the makers of the Westminster series of private greeting Christmas cards. And then it states, please send in your orders as early in the season as possible, thus ensuring entire satisfaction to your customers. All orders are dispatched by return mail. Well, I'll flip over the page now and let's see what it states here. Please observe very carefully the following instructions when making out orders. Please write distinctly, and it states alteration of cards, tradesmen calendars, choice of greetings, color of ink. All orders will be printed in the same color of ink as that shown in each specified card in the sample book. Initials. In all cases where an initial is shown on the sample card, any single initial may be had. Look at the intricacy of how they were planning to place the orders. Under no circumstances can we supply an order for less than 6 cards or calendars of any design. Now this is the first card that we're going to look at, and it states, may happiness surround your home, good fortune guard the door, and fill the hearts of you and yours with joy forevermore. Christmas 1937. Wishing you a Merry Christmas in the good old-fashioned style, and may a Happy New Year bring you everything worthwhile from Mr. and Mrs. Beckles. And they are from Thornhill Road, Woodstock, CP. That's greeting number 5, I guess. And we have another one here. This card is intended to find you wherever you happen to be. It's a message just to remind you that you are remembered by me. Sincere wishes that all joy and happiness be yours this Christmas. Rather, it says Christmas tide. Even a better word. From, and then that's like a sample, you can have your name there. This is quite a big card if you look at it, with a calendar at the bottom, and it states something about friendship. So I need to zoom in to read what it mentions here. Friendship, a charming verse calendar on particular on placement vellum. Vellum must be the material here in those days. And the words are, of course, quite beautiful. Life is sweet just because of the friends we have made and the things which in common we share, etc. Wow. And then there is this calendar at the bottom, and I can simply look through the calendar, and it's mentioned here with kind remembrances and best wishes for a happy Christmas and a new year free from care. From Mr. and Mrs. Ann Mansfield. And where are they from? Well, they are from Charlottesville Avenue, Port of Spain, Trinidad. Imagine, the album was going up to Trinidad, Tobago. That's in the Caribbean. What a far spread business they had. Card reference is 305C. Cards ranging from 12 pieces to up to a maximum of 100 pieces to a sample. And the prices in Indian rupees for the lowest, that is 6 for 5 rupees and 12 for 9 rupees. This was jotted down somewhere in 1936. Phew. And those must be the prices. I guess these are shillings for all I know. I wouldn't know the currency rate in those days. And what it says, these prices include good quality white envelope. Well, then we have another one here with an envelope which seems to be fabric lined for more durability, or for durability in transit. Note paper with special tissue lined envelope to match. Wow. And it states here, with Christmas greetings and best wishes for the coming year from Mr. and Mrs. D. Beaufort. And where are they from? Norfolk House, Valletta, Malta. Well, so far away again. It was going to Malta as well, and the reference number is there with the prices. It stays 6 for cards for something like 3 to 9 rupees. Can't understand what they meant that time, but it's written there. And these must be more like the shillings, or how they used to write in those days. Indians continue to have this slash dash to this day. It means the system was acquired from the British, really. Yeah. And we have another one. The past is behind us, but the future will hold kind thoughts to remind us of the dear friends of old. And we have in a vertical manner one of them. This is how it looks with a ship. And it says best wishes from Mr. and Mrs. S. Reynolds, Newfoundland. And that's the calendar over here. If I flip it, this is again 1938, January. Every calendar begins in January. 1938. Well, Hitler was in full power in Germany at that time. Imagine how Europe was in those days. We come to the next album now, called Westminster. Again, with a kind of royalty sitting there on the dining table. Let's see inside now. I guess the wordings are still the same, most of it, because it's the same series of the album. And again, the regimental badges is a sample album. So again, I guess we're gonna see some beautiful cards here. And what is it states? His first lesson, a perfect reproduction of the original by that world famous artist M. Weston. The first lesson. Oh, I love these cards. So much of history, so much of nostalgia. Makes me emotional, really, seeing how great these people were. They ruled half the world. The British, yes. Then a full page depiction. And what does it state here? Speaks for itself. With the calendar there. Well, this is the third album and the last in the series. And that season is 1937 and it's called Imperial. Private Christmas greeting cards. With a ship shown there. And lowest prices, choicest quality. 1937, Europe under Second World War. And that time, it's only 11 years to Indian independence. But the Great British were leaving in 1947, who did such great work, the greeting card albums and so on, which I can only be proud of. Yes, it's my possession, so it makes me even happier. But yes, it is really great. I'm so proud of what is held here. And as I turn it here, we have instructions for ordering everything as usual. And then we have this another lovely greeting card. Probably two sisters there. What does it state here? Our two princesses. Well, he's got a photograph which he probably gave them to frame them in the greeting card. A very special effect indeed. And then I'm going to open up and look at it. It states January 1938. It's nostalgia. Just looking at these cards carries you away to those years. You know how it was. Oh my God, history at its best. Another lovely greeting card. The name is Chums. And the price given for this 12 for 9 rupees or 2 paisa, something like that, God knows. And 12 for so and so, and 6 for 4 rupees something. This was written almost 90 years ago. And the ink has not faded. I can assure you, what we buy nowadays, the ink, can fade within 3 days. Well, that was some quality in those days. No adulteration. Pure stuff. Great stuff. I always held dear this Christmas card greeting since I was small. And I would never forget this one and even quote it. Whenever I saw the dog on the road in the rain, I remembered this card and it states, "Nobody loves me." How apt. Look at that little puppy probably sitting outside the door. Nobody caring for him. And that a subtle message for Christmas. You need to be loved at that time, to be cared for, and to be welcome to your home. That's what the subtle message is in the greeting card. And again, 12 for 9 something, 6 for 4 something. And the rates given there, probably in shillings, 12 for 11 shillings, and so on, and going up to maximum 77 for 100 pieces. This is also a favorite Christmas greeting card of mine, and it states, the very latest poker work style. I don't know what that means, but look at the card. It's so pretty with the calendar. And it states here, I shall pass this way but once. Any good therefore that I can do, let me do it now. For I shall not pass this way again. Such beautiful words, I tell you. And look at this one. It's made so delicately with a window effect, and it says, just a little token, yet sincere and true, of a wish unspoken from the heart to you. I don't know whether such words still are there today. Do they have such words in the Christmas cards today? Well, I don't know. I must do some research on this. But look at the way it opens. You know, it's all right. So we have, as we go here, the card opens up like this. And we have the greeting inside here. Okay, well, I'm a bit helpless as I'm doing it on my own. I don't have any assistant with me, but that's how the message is inside. And this one was always one of my favorites. It's like a little cathedral window with initials there of the person who is sending the greetings. And when we open it up like this, wow, you can see the sailing boat inside. Yeah, look at that. Couldn't be prettier. And as you know, then there is this pocket type where you probably can pull out, but it's probably stuck now. I don't know. Look at that. There's a message inside the pocket. And what does it say? Let's read it. Remembrance is as sweet as ever, the old wish just as new. Time cannot change, nor distance sever the links of friendship true. Wow. So folks, that brings to an end today's edition to show you the Christmas card collection. It is something of a prized possession for me. I hope you like what I've shared, because these things are not seen easily in the market. I showed you my stamps, I showed you my coins, and the Christmas cards. We'll come up next with a new topic. I hope you enjoyed it. All the best. Take care. Cheers. Bye.